later down in life, even when I, become like an adult, sometimes I think back and I even question myself, like, how did I do it?
Wow.
Work that 9 to 5, do what I have to do, and, I progress from there. And then, later on, things improve, life becomes better.
No more sleeping in cars.
No more sleeping in cars. But to me, success is achieving whatever goal you set for yourself.
100%.
Yeah. So I've achieved all of what I set for myself.
Hey guys, welcome back to the WAMGET Podcast. This is your host, Wayne. And today we are having a treat, a special guest, a good friend of mine, a buddy, Julius, aka J. Caesar. Man, Jules, what up, baby? Good to see you, man.
How many years?
Long time.
Since primary school.
Primary school. Dunrobin Primary, Jamaica. Big up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, man, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. Yeah, we're going to touch on, the journey from us as immigrant, moving to the States, working 9 to 5, and still be able to become successful, as entrepreneurs. And, I'm living that life, and you're living that life. I'm going to say even better than I am.
But I'm not an entrepreneur like you.
Probably facts, but either way. So let's talk about your journey, Jay. How was it, man, coming from yard and just on a scholarship too, right? You were a soccer player.
I was a soccer player.
Coming from scholarship. Football, for those who, Jamaica, football.
Yeah. So I came to the States on a soccer scholarship.
Yeah.
And 4 years.
4 years.
4 years I played in college. So that was a stepping stone. That's what I used to pay for college.
Nice.
So
were you good enough?
I was good enough to get through. I was good enough to make it through college. Yeah. Completed the bachelor's.
Nice.
And then afterwards I did the master's.
Nice.
So that was the journey.
Why made you go for the master's?
Sorry?
Why made you go for the master's?
You have to be a little bit above the average. You have to put yourself, a little bit above what the normal is. So I just made that step and did the master's.
And you're Jamaican, so you can't just settle for it.
Yeah.
Especially has to be.
But in the beginning, it wasn't easy. Like anybody else who had the journey of immigrating to the States, working their way and stuff like that. Yeah. Everybody can give their story.
For sure.
I know that it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Because when I first arrived, I have to find my way around.
Where?
You know what I mean?
Where you arrived at?
In New Jersey.
Jersey, okay.
Yeah, so I went to NJIT, New Jersey Tech.
Yeah.
And that's where I completed my bachelor's and master's degree.
Okay.
So I remember the years when I arrived. I first started at a community college.
Okay.
2-year community college, and from then on I moved over.
You did 2 years for the bachelor's. Yeah. My wife did that actually.
Yeah. It was a easier path. It was much cheaper. Mm-hmm. Even though I had a scholarship, I had to, my living expenses weren't free, so that I had to make my way and find my way through. So I remember the days sleeping in the car.
Wow, man.
Nobody knew this some of this story, but there's a lot of weeks I
sleep in the car,
pack a bag and sleep in my car.
Yeah.
And because I was playing football, I was able to use the facilities. So
you sleep on campus.
Yeah, just park in the parking garage.
Yeah.
Sleep in my car. So I have my clothes and my bags and stuff.
Yeah.
So go to practice in the morning, 6 in the morning. Nobody know that.
It's like.
So after practice, I go take a shower, I get dressed, and I go to class.
Free facility.
Free facility.
Right.
So I would go to class. Well, practice is from say 6 to 7:30. Mm-hmm. Then I have half an hour. Shower, get dressed, go to class at 8.
Right.
Then I usually take classes from 8 to 12. And then we have a mid-afternoon practice.
Yeah.
Then after that, I recycle again. And then I have class from, let's say, 2 to 4.
Yeah.
And then we would have like our practice where we have skimmage, where we have like training session of like imitating a game.
Yeah.
And then after that, I would work on campus.
Oh, okay.
So in the evenings, I would work from about 6 to 11, 12 at night in the pub at school, flipping burgers.
Yeah. Flipping burgers, wow.
So that was a journey. So
yes.
I did that for 4 years.
Wow.
4 years straight.
Wow.
Then after that, I got an internship after I finished the 4 years. So while I was doing the internship, I was doing my master's degree in the evening.
So when you're in the 4-year process, or in college, what drove you? What was your motivation? What was driving you to say, you know what? Because I mean, you could have given up. I mean, you sleeping in the car. You know what I mean?
Well, I was
challenging.
I was the type of person that wouldn't give up on anything.
Okay.
You know, even I remember doing some classes that were very difficult. You know, and I was falling behind. Counselors say, "Oh, maybe you need to withdraw from the class," and I was like, "I don't know myself to be withdrawing."
Right,
so,
right.
You know, if it takes a couple more hours or late nights to get through it, I get through it. But I was never the type of person to give up on anything at all.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So where do you find the time to study? Because I mean,
some of the time I study when we were traveling for games.
Okay.
I remember sometimes we flew out of state.
Okay.
To go play games, and while everybody is singing and having fun, you know, sometimes I
in the books.
I do my homework.
Yeah.
You know, some nights when some of the students, they went to like fraternity parties and stuff like that.
You know that goes on.
Yeah.
You're like, nah.
Yeah. And sometimes I remember flicking on the light in my car, doing my homework. So.
Wow, that's awesome.
But it's funny you asked that question because, you know, later down in life, even when I, you know, become like an adult, you know, sometimes I think back and I even question myself, you know, like, how did I do it?
Wow.
And if I would go back through the process again, I probably wouldn't have the urge to do what I did. But I guess when you're younger, you have more energy and drive to do stuff.
Right. What was driving you actually?
I mean,
what was your goal? You know, just to finish, or? Well,
everybody in life, you kind of have some kind of direction where you want to go, right?
Right.
For me, I would have loved to play professional soccer, but I didn't see it viable at the time. So I just buckled down and take the academics serious.
Why didn't you see it viable? I mean, you're good.
When I was younger in college, I was, you know, I'm a little bit bigger now, but I was skinny back then. I didn't think I have the body and the build to go through. And where I was in college and stuff, I couldn't see it. You know, I couldn't see it at the time, so I didn't pursue it. You know, but it was good enough to pay through university. So I used that opportunity to get myself.
That's awesome.
You know.
Academic wise.
So when I graduated, you know, between the scholarship and flipping burgers in college, I graduated with the bachelor and master's with 0 loans.
Wow. Debt free.
But you know something something happened though, because I think it was the last year or so I had some classes to pay for, and I went to go get a loan, to go apply for a loan, and because I was a international student, I wasn't qualified. You know, and tears almost come down my eye because I'm saying to myself,
wait, Julius cried?
No, I didn't. It almost come. And I was saying to myself, you know, in Jamaica we say, boy, I'm salty. You know, because I was wondering how comes I couldn't get qualified for the loan. But everything has its reasons, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And that was the reason. Then I look back and I said, everything happened for a reason.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because then I would have graduated with a loan.
With a loan.
So because I wasn't able to get the loan, it drove me.
That's right.
To to do what I have to do.
Do what you have to do. Yeah. To get it done. Wow. And then you went into you get your master's.
Yeah, I went to the master's.
And that.
So the master's I paid for while I was doing my internship.
Yeah. How was that?
It was tough because you work in 9 to 5, and then in the evenings after work,
you have class.
I have class.
Was it on campus or in online?
No, it was on campus.
Okay, at the same university, right?
Yeah, same university.
Yeah. And that was more challenging, you would say, by a different in a different way.
In a different way, it was challenging, but. To be honest, if I look back at it now, I can't even tell
the difference.
I can't even tell the difference.
So where were you staying at that time?
So at that time, I had my own place.
You got your own place at that time.
Yeah. So by the time I graduated and I started the intern, I was able to get a place. Well, I started out at a place, sharing an apartment with a good friend of mine, with another colleague. So it was a 3-bedroom apartment.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's
split the rent.
Yeah, so the rent was divided by 3 of us.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say pay for a room because we were sharing the apartment.
The apartment, yeah.
And then after that, I said to my good friend, now that we have the apartment, we're living together and stuff, then the next step is, to buy a house.
That's right.
So I sit and I have a chat with him and I said, this is where we're going to start. You buy your house first. We put together, I come and live with you for a while. And then afterwards, then I buy mine. And stuff like that. So.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then after that, I had my daughter. So.
By then you were still in masters?
I was still in my master's. Met the mother of my child, and you know how that story goes. I had my daughter, and and then life just progressed after that.
So what I would like to know is, because that's a good drive there from coming up, you're right, going through the struggles, and you decided, well, I'm going to complete my task, whatever my goal is. You had a goal, you wanted to get it done, you wanted an accomplishment. You didn't see soccer as being the end of it all. Right. You saw education. But then you decided to work in 9 to 5, right? Which I still do. Which you still do, right? And you also transitioned from Jersey to PA. To PA. Yeah? What caused that transition?
Well, it was a job offer.
They made you an offer you couldn't refuse.
They made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
Shout out to Godfathers.
So actually there were a couple of offers. So I did some project in school and stuff. So I had that as my selling tool.
Okay.
So I had some interviews with a company in Texas, one in New York and one in Philadelphia. So I just went with the one that gave me the best offer. So that's how I ended up in Pennsylvania. Okay. So I just work that 9 to 5, do what I have to do, and I progress from there. And then later on, things improve, life becomes better.
No more sleeping in cars.
No more sleeping in cars.
Or if you do, you sleep in better car, right?
Yeah, and then two more kids come after.
2 more children afterwards.
With wife and stuff.
Wow. So how is juggling fatherhood, man? We're both fathers. Father of 3.
Father of 3. Father of 3. Yeah. It's good. It's good. Thank goodness. You have a strong woman that that can hold things down when you're out there like hustling and making it and stuff like that. So. So
that's good. So when do you find time to? Because work-life balance is important.
Work-life balance is important.
So when do you find the time for that? Because we're going to talk about you have business ventures too. So
work-life balance is. The truth is, a lot of people they see like I travel a lot. enjoy things a lot and stuff, but you never see the background work and what you have to sacrifice. So most times when I'm working, you're probably sleeping, you know, and when you wake up to work, I'm probably still working.
Still working, wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, a lot of background work, you know, when the kids are sleeping, the wife is sleeping or whatever it is, you know, I'm up late at night.
No, I know, man. Yeah. When I started the WAMGET business, there were times when Michelle would be like, you going to bed? I'll be down here soon. I'm up in the attic in the office, you know, grinding 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm trying to figure out how this website is going to be. How am I going to sell to this client? How am I going to price right? You know, all these things. You're up there grinding. When I started thinking of the podcast idea, I'm thinking of different content. You know, when I'm trying to figure out real estate, I'm looking through a variety of houses and so you stay up late, you know, trying to figure it out what you're gonna do. So I understand the grind, I understand the late night. You gotta push through. You have to do what you have to do to get what you want to get to. You know, the sacrifices. People see what they call it, that there's a quote.
The outcome.
Yeah, they don't know how the outcome, the work behind it.
But I have to tell you though that every successful person, you know, there's a lot of background work that people never see. If you take, for example, let's say Cristiano Ronaldo, for example.
Great soccer player.
You know, great soccer player. But they don't know how hard he had to work.
Right.
You know, I remember watching some biography or some interview with some of the players that actually played with him. And I remember one guy said, you know, he got to training at 8 o'clock in the morning and CR7 was there working on the field.
Wow.
And he said no, he had to come earlier, so the next day he came at 7. And when he came at 7, CR7 was there working on the field.
Threatened.
Yeah, so because his goal was to try to come before everybody else so he can put in some work. So the third day he came at 6 in the morning. When he arrived, CR7 was there working.
I think Kobe had somebody had a similar story about Kobe Bryant.
So,
you know,
so when you see successful people, there's a lot of work.
Yes, it is. Yes,
a lot of background work that people never see. People only see the tree when it's blooming. When it's blooming,
they don't know what's going on the ground.
They never see where the roots start.
They don't see that.
You know, and for me, I'm fortunate. You know, like I enjoy a lot of stuff. You know, mostly traveling nowadays and stuff. And people say, "Oh, where you find the time and the money and the stuff?" But you know, the background work, you never see it.
You never see that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
True.
Like so even for example, like, you know, people will say, "Oh, when do you find time to work?" But I work, like,
you know, always tell me when do you work?
Like day before yesterday, I arrived from Thailand, so I flew 13 hours from Thailand to Frankfurt, Germany. Right. And I never watch a single movie.
Because you're working.
Because, you know, I take out my laptop and I do some work and stuff. So when I'm not working, I'm taking a little nap. Right. You know. Right. And then from Frankfurt to New York, another 9 hours. Yeah. You know, so I traveled to Asia, you know, to and from, you know, like even the other day when I went to Africa, you know, I've never watched a single movie. Wow. And those flights. And those are long flights. Yeah. Not a single movie. Sometimes I turn on the screen is looking at me, but I'm not really.
Or you're working.
Yeah.
So you have to find those pockets. You know, like you said, people will see people on social media and they're like, "Oh my God, they're living their best life. Things are going on for them. And this is great." But they don't see the grind that's going on. They don't realize, like you just said, I am traveling, but I'm sleeping. Or I'm doing some work on a laptop.
I'm doing some work.
Oh my gosh.
So when I come home in the evening after work, you know, a little bit of time with the family, with the kids and stuff, you know, and then when they go to bed, you know, then I'm up on my laptop, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you get a little bit of pushback from, you know. The significant right. Pushback. Oh, why you on laptop? Yeah. You know, there's a time when you have to cut off work. Right. It's like, but if I cut off work, then you don't enjoy
the pleasure of life. Well, I mean, that's good, you know, what you just said, but that's the shout out to all the wives who hold it down for the house. To be on her side for a little bit. There is the good things and enjoyable of life, right? You want to enjoy. But if those are not there, she has to be priority. So how do you? How do you balance that?
Of course, the family is priority.
Yeah, for sure.
Your family is the number one thing in life. I mean, but you also have to feed your family. So it's now you have to find a balance between making the bread, making the family happy, and spending time with the family.
Yeah, for sure.
So all of that, you have to have a good balance.
You have to.
Sometimes you have to make a little bit of sacrifice, here and there.
Yeah.
And a little bit of compromise, and the word compromise, wherever there is compromise, somebody is unhappy at one point, because if you're compromising to make the family happy, then you're sacrificing yourself, you know what I mean?
You are.
And if you sacrifice the family to make yourself happy, then, so when you talk about compromise, somebody's been sacrificed during that.
Or there's the compromise thing of comma and promise.
Yeah.
You're promising something, right? But you have to do it.
Right.
Because if you don't do it, you're not keeping your word.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure the family's happy, and you got to make sure you're happy.
That's right? Good. Yeah.
What are the business ventures you into?
Business ventures. So I have my 9 to 5. Most people don't think I have a 9 to 5, but I do.
He has a 9 to 5, guys. Okay. Whenever you see him on social media, trust me, he has a 9 to 5.
I do have a 9 to 5. Yes. But I'm blessed that my 9 to 5, it's it's flexible.
Good.
It's project based. You know what I mean. And some other stuff. I dabble in a little bit of real estate. So won't go into any of the full details.
Right now. Man. Don't need to know all that.
But yeah,
that's good. That's good. And do you find that to be challenging in the real estate part of business?
It is challenging in the sense of where the market is now. You can't do, or I can't do what I used to do, say 5-6 years ago.
Oh yeah.
At a time, because things and times change. But you have to just go with the tide. Wherever the tide is, you have to just know to maneuver yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have been the biggest challenges since you started real estate that you found?
The biggest challenge? There's no real challenge. I mean, it's just where the market is.
Yeah.
Like at the time, I did a couple purchases a few years ago that I wouldn't be able to do now because of where the market is.
How was finding
tenants and stuff like that? Normally people go through agencies and stuff. Usually I do a lot of stuff myself, and just based on gut feeling.
Right. Feel people out
and stuff like that.
Something AI can't do. Something.
So you can get AI to do all of that stuff right now. Right? Yeah.
But it's good to have that.
But someday my dream is to be an entrepreneur like you.
Your dream. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, man.
So you're an entrepreneur.
I am an entrepreneur. I run a cleaning business, commercial cleaning business. Been doing it for close to a decade now.
Okay.
And it's been well enough to be able to take care of the family, and I can be here.
So do you actively work in the business, or?
I do at times. I have to go out to make sure every month I do a survey of what's going on. Make sure the clients are still happy. Make sure the workers are doing what they're supposed to do. They've been coached, they've been trained well. So, my goal is to make sure everyone is still keeping the standard that WAMGET that created from the get-go. And still always trying to find value where I can provide to the clients. Because if we're not finding new clients, we have to provide value to the current ones that we have. And that's what I've been really working on. So I'm not out there seeking new business. as active as I used to.
Okay.
I think I should, because the kid lower the well, but at the same time, I still try to provide value to current clients and being an entrepreneur.
So the business is running itself.
It is. It is. We'll have things in place, whether it's a payroll system, a hiring system, and I still oversee all of that, because I can. Right.
So you can go away for 3 months and it run itself.
Yeah, I can go.
Okay, so you're a true entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people mix up entrepreneur with self-employment.
With self-employment, correct, right. I can go away for 3-6 months. Man,
yeah, then you're true.
And it's still do what it's supposed to do. Yeah. Again, thank credit to when you have good workers, when you have good employees, when you have a good team, it works. So I can't complain. I really can't complain, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do the WAMGET Podcast on a time where before I was out there in the field, grinding. Yeah. So I'm grinding, but in a different way.
Right.
I dabble in real estate too, like yourself, and has its own struggles. But struggles in a sense where just finding the right people. And I think right now we have really good.
Good tenants.
Yeah, really good tenants going on, and I have a managing team that really take care of stuff. If I'm not around, I can always call and say, hey, can you XYZ, and they make sure things are in place. So that's a good thing when you have, again, having a team, and that's really how you get it done, by creating a system that works. You working 9 to 5. I did the 9 to 5, and bro, let me tell you, I'm glad I'm not doing it anymore. Nothing knocking 9 to 5. This is that for our lifestyle, how we work. My wife also working 9 to 5. Me working 9 to 5. That just wasn't going to work. Our time was too much away from our children. Too much away from our children. The time for ourselves, it wasn't there.
Yeah,
it wasn't there. So something had to give. And that's
well, you see, the thing is the challenge with 9 to 5 is you don't control your time. Somebody else has controlled your time.
Right.
So ultimately, I would like to be an entrepreneur like you, where I control 100% of my time.
Well, yeah, man, I do control my time. I can't knock that. I do control my time.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, when it comes to the children and the family, I do not control my time at all.
Yeah.
I'm an unpaid Uber.
Uber.
I'm just driving them all over the place.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, man, how are you with the children? When daddy come home.
Good.
What is that like?
Good.
Yeah.
My kids they have different personalities.
Yeah.
I realize now that the middle one, my son, he's going to be 9 next month.
Right.
He has his own personality. And
9.
At 9, he likes to be by himself and do his own thing.
That's early. That's good.
Yeah. So when everybody else is together and watching TV, playing games or something like that, he take away himself and go do his own thing.
Wow. That remind you, or that's more like mom?
It's probably more like me, because sometimes I like to have my own me time too. Yeah. It's not in a selfish way where you say, you just want to
decompress.
But sometimes you just want to decompress, and you think about stuff that you have to do and with your day and whatever. But at the end of the day, you always come back around to the family and stuff, and the kids them. But I find the most enjoyable time is when I take them away. Like I travel with them and stuff. Yeah, on vacation and stuff, because then now you're in one place.
Yeah.
Like sometimes we go down south, between South Carolina and Florida.
Yeah.
And specifically, I don't take a flight because I want a 9-hour drive with all of them.
Wow.
In the vehicle.
You drive?
So, yeah. We do it all the time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I know you fly all the time, so the driving makes sense.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. No, I have a place in Myrtle Beach, by the beach, so we take a 9-10 hour drive. We stay there a couple of days, and then we drive down to Florida. You know, so that time with them, it's well spent.
Yeah, but
you know, so that 10 hour is well spent more than an entire week at home.
That's good, right? Cause you know, in one place,
have
conversations, laughing, joke, it's everything.
You have conversation with them. You know, you pick them brain.
Yeah,
you know, like the little ones, you ask them questions, and you know, some things they spit out, you were like,
they're watching, right? You realize they're watching. They're smart. They observe. How old is the youngest?
He's 4. He's going to be 5 in November.
November. Okay. Yeah. Man,
and he has his personality by himself. Of course. Oh my because he thinks he runs the house.
Oh, they do. The younger ones always think they run the house. Always. My little Hannah, she thinks she's the boss.
Yeah.
You know, she acts like, but Michael thinks he's the boss. He's the oldest.
Yeah.
But Hannah, he can't mess with her.
Yeah.
Cause she check him. Yeah. The younger ones are no joke.
And then my oldest, you know, she's about to go to university. So
nice.
Yeah, Temple. She's going to Temple. She got a scholarship for Temple.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so she's getting ready so she does her own thing.
Yeah.
You know, she has her own car, she has her driver's license, she get up, she go.
And guess what?
And she take it from me because, you know, so during this last year of school, you know, she have her car and stuff, so she goes to class. She does an internship, and then in the evening she leave and she go work at a restaurant.
Wow.
You know, and somewhat.
So she never know the story.
She never know the story like mine. But she probably gonna hear it now if she watch this. But
oh my gosh.
But I seen it in her as well. Yes. You know.
And the good thing for her, she don't need to sleep in the car.
She don't need to sleep in the
car. You already set the stage for her, man.
So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, she'll be staying on campus, so she'll have a dorm and stuff.
That's nice. Temple's a good college. My wife went to Temple too.
Oh, your wife went to Temple?
She did 2 years there. Similar to your story, the community college, 2 years, and then Temple. No,
so she wanted to go to Penn State. I mean, Penn State did accept her. She got accepted to a few different universities. But the ones that offer the scholarship is one in Connecticut and then Temple. So she and we went down and, you know, we visit Temple, and not the best of area, but I was impressed with their you know, because she wanted to go do engineering as well. So.
Oh, they're good there.
Yeah, you know, took her down, we visited the campus, and I was impressed with the department, the engineering department.
That's good.
Yeah, so she selected Temple, so.
Man, see how your college student, she's what, 19 then? 18?
She's 18.
Yeah. Whew, how does it feel having a teenager, man?
You mean an adult?
Well, yeah, that's true.
She's an adult.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an adult.
Actually, I took her to work just to, you know, give her like some sense of what engineering environment is. And
at your job?
At my job.
You did engineering, right?
Yeah, so I took her in, you know, give her a tour of the facility and stuff like that. You know, and, you know, like most people, I guess they didn't know how old I am. They're like, oh, you have a daughter that's about to go to college?
Right.
It's like, yeah.
Because it's a young guy. What you do with a daughter go to college, right?
Well, you and I, we were on the same age, though. Even though you show more
wisdom, my friend.
Yeah, you have a lot more wisdom.
A lot more wisdom, yes. A lot more I don't do any dying on myself.
No, I don't die.
That's good.
No, I don't die. Well, you know, I make my daughter or my wife. You know,
yeah, I see a couple here.
You see a couple
here. I see a couple there. But
twist them out.
No, man,
you know, because if you allow them, they just pollute the whole field.
My wife wanted me to die at one point. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm okay.
But if we tweeze here, and you'll be there for 6 months.
Exactly, a year, probably a year. No, man, I have it all over. Yeah. So yeah, man.
But yeah, so that's the journey.
That's good.
So now I you know, even though I still don't control 100% of my time, but I do enjoy a good life, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I am successful in my own definition.
Right.
You know, because you know what success means to you or
it's different for everybody.
It's different for everybody else. But for me, the definition of success is not necessarily, you know, it's not necessarily making $1 million
Right.
or whatever, you know.
Right.
Success is, for me, is achieving whatever goal you set for yourself. You know. So, for example, if somebody going to university, if the goal is to graduate, then if you graduate, you're successful, right?
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A football player who's making millions of dollars, if his goal is to win the Champions League or the championship, if he doesn't win it, then
not successful.
He's not successful.
You have a lot of money.
He has a lot of money, but he's unsuccessful.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
So to me, success is achieving whatever goal you set for yourself.
100%.
Yeah. So I've achieved all of what I set for myself. So.
Yeah, traveling from a small country coming here, I was going to ask you that. Do you feel like you have achieved everything that you had envisioned? You know, and
I did, and exceeds.
And exceed. That's beautiful.
Exceed as well.
Yeah.
Because you know, I like to travel, and every year I kind of put a list together and said these are the places I want to go.
You probably travel more places than the president. Well, you told me the other day you know you don't play football, but you touchdown everywhere.
I got that from a song, actually.
Oh my gosh!
I don't play football, but I touchdown everywhere.
You touchdown everywhere. I like that. And that's powerful right there.
Yeah.
So your success is, like you said, all depends on what goal you set out for yourself.
Yeah. For example, you know, in the beginning of this year, you know, if I say, okay, I want to visit 5 new countries this year, then at the end of the year, if I visit 5 new countries, then I had a successful year.
Absolutely, 100%.
You know,
100%.
Then if I only visit 4, then
your year was unsuccessful.
My year was unsuccessful.
Regarding your travels, yes.
So that's what it means to me. But, you know, put fun and joke aside, you know, every year at the end of the year, I usually think of things and objectives that I want to do for the following year. Yeah. And I stick to it. Yes. You know, I don't just, you know, I mean, there are like small things that, you know, for example, you know, one of my goal was to be a little bit more healthier, you know, work out and stuff like that.
Work out? Where? I ain't gonna call it that.
No, I said that was my objective. You know, so, you know, and that shows you how time fly, right? Because, you know, I tell myself, you know, I'm going to get active in the gym. And today now we're at the end of May. And
almost 6 months in.
Almost 6 months in. So, you know, I can't say it's a failure yet because we're still halfway. So I still have time.
You know, commit to 3 months. You know, I'll check you. Now, since you put it out there, I'm going to remind you.
Yeah, but you know, I've been keeping up with the goals. Yeah. You know, the goals that I've set for myself. So.
I like that. And I think it's important for us to all have goals that we set. You know, one of the goals that I set for myself was to complete this year the 75 hard. I talked to my guy about it. And
complete what? Sorry?
75 hard.
75 hard?
75 days of working out twice a day, drinking a gallon of water, reading 10 pages a day, take a selfie photograph, schedule it, set a diet, and stick to it. Whether it's a high protein, whether it's a keto diet, and to stick to it. Okay. And it's no joke.
So you're keeping up with it?
I'm start over again. I did 20 days. I did 20 days.
So far you're failing.
Yeah, so far I'm failing. So I'm gonna try again, another 75. But you know, it's not easy. But you know, life is not always easy. No, you know, and you got to realize that regardless of whatever you set out to do, if you have a goal, go for it. It's not always going to be easy. There's going to be obstacles. It's always going to be a challenge. You know, there's always going to be an excuse as to why I can't do this or I can't get this accomplished. Yeah. But if you want to get it done, you have to be determined. You got to be intentional. That's one of the words I decided to use for this year, about being intentional in everything. Be intentional in your marriage. Be intentional in showing up for your children, showing up for yourself, showing up for your business or for your employment, right? And I think if we have that mindset of intentionality, we can do it. Yeah. You know, we can do it. For sure. So where can people find you, man? I know you're big on social media and everything, but you know.
I mean, most people who know me, they're on my Facebook.
On your Facebook page already.
Yeah. So most people, I would say, like most of who I interacted with throughout high school and university, they're all on my Facebook and
That's
stuff.
Good.
So
y'all know the J. Caesar, Julius Caesar.
So I'm not hiding anywhere.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes, sir.
My phone number is the same ever since I entered
Don't
the
say it right
States.
now, please.
I'm not gonna say my phone number. I wouldn't do that. But for those who have my number, it's always the same.
That's true, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
I never changed my phone number.
Yeah. How many years?
Yeah.
About 20 years you had that number?
About 25.
Yeah, likewise, same.
Yeah, it's first number I had. It's the same number.
Oh, the first number you had?
Yeah.
Nah, I must have changed mine.
Yeah.
Probably twice.
I show you my loyalty, right?
Yeah.
You know.
Same carrier?
Same carrier. I mean, they change and they merge or do whatever, but same carrier.
Man, they should send you a plaque.
They should send me a plaque. 25 years.
25 years of commitment.
Woo! You know.
I'm married 15 years. I don't need no plaque yet.
Well, you need a plaque for 15 years.
No, I don't need any plaque. No. I'm a work in progress.
We are a work in progress.
You're a work in progress. I don't know. I am. I'm a work in progress, man.
Yeah.
But Jules, I appreciate you come on board, man, and do this.
Yeah, well, you know, you're my friend from way back in primary school.
Primary school, yeah.
You know, I remember when we had a art
class, art competition. Yes, art competition with Mr. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, but whatever it is.
Oh my God!
I think you won that competition, did you?
No, Tyson won.
Oh, Tyson.
You remember Tyson Beckford?
Tyson Beckford.
Yeah.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was like Indian-looking guy, man.
Yeah. I don't remember.
But he could draw, man. He showed me a few things.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. You still draw?
No, I leave that to my daughter now. She's more the artist.
When's the last thing you draw something? That's even
when I'm using software. When I'm using engineered software.
Dude, I was trying to draw something the other day for I want to say, my son or my daughter asked me to draw something, and I was just trying to sketch it. And you know, you still remember some things, but just the feel. You just don't have it anymore to make that shades. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, I don't have that anymore.
I used to do that so easily, man. Yeah. But everything takes practice, repetition.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we go way back, man. I wasn't as good at soccer as you were.
Yeah.
That's.
But you know, when you reach out and I saw you doing this, you say, hey, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, just give me a date, man. It's a 2-hour drive.
I truly appreciate it.
It's a 2-hour drive, but for my friends doing anything,
man, I appreciate it because
I'll go anyway.
There's no monetary thing that can express the appreciation and the relationship that we have for each other, the care, you know what I mean, and the fact that you are. Well, I know you live in Bethlehem.
Yeah, but that's how I am with all of my friends.
Yeah,
though.
man.
You know, anybody I considered friends, I would go
for sure
out and beyond for
I
my
appreciate
friends,
it, man.
So 2 hours drive was a breeze.
A breeze, my brother. Man, it's my brother here, Julius. Ladies and gentlemen, my WAMGET fam, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and catch you on the next podcast. WAMGET, we out.